Hey guys, what's up? Soren back for another episode of Soren Says. Today we are doing a little fun thing where I'm helping my dad, who is the director of an art gallery in my hometown, Santa Maria, and I'm helping him make a logo slash banner for his website. I'm eventually going to help him design the whole website, and they're going to pay me handsomely. But anyway, guys, I have some shots from today that I want to share. They're very cool. The space is great, and eventually we're going to go through and make real images, like real pictures with a real camera of all the pieces and post them up, and I'll obviously share that with you guys. It's a great experience. Who knows, if you're in the area, maybe, and you're seeing this, maybe you can join the fun. For today, we're mainly we're going through the process of taking an image, taking photos, taking inspiration for what's going on, and putting that into a thumbnail to present to the person paying you. And then occasionally, like in this case, we had to do about 4 or 5 times. You take the thumbnail, they say, "Yeah, not what we're looking for. Change this." You go back, you change it, and that continues over and over and over until you find one that you agree on. And we do that here. I tried to do the whole process, including vectorizing, and I think we're gonna do vectorizing in a different video because holy crap, I've been doing this for like 5 or 6 hours, and I still have to edit. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm only one man. I only got one thing to do. I know some people are super people and they can pull this shit off by themselves. I am still learning the basics, but if anyone wants to help, hit me up. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrated. I've said that in a couple of the videos before, but hey, it's this week. That's why I'm here, and I hope to see you at the end of the video. Hey guys, so today we're going to do an art project for my dad's art gallery. We are from Santa Maria, California, and he is in charge of this really cool community-driven art gallery. And they do like local artists and stuff, and it's actually in our airport, which I thought was really interesting. And so today we went out and they've hired me to make a new like logo and do their website. And so I kind of want to document my process and how we're going to set up this website and what we have planned. For the sake of this video, we're just going to make the graphic that's going to go at the top. And so I took some really cool pictures today that we're going to use. I'm going to open them up right now so that we can check them out. So is the airport, and these are mainly just reference images. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with these, and so I just wanted to take a bunch of them, kind of get a feel for the swoop. Basically what I want to do is I want to capture this line here, kind of like do this like square, do this like little corner thing, and kind of just capture the shape of it, and then have the Santa Maria Public Airport kind of thing in this zone here. And obviously the cool squiggly up here would be a big part of it. Before we do anything, we want to take this and put it into our document here. Before anything else, we realize that it is way too big. So we're gonna have to make it significantly smaller. My mother's camera is like unreal quality. That's her camera on her phone, and so I'm not really used to the level of detail that her phone decided to dish out. And so we're gonna want to take this layer and we're gonna want to lower its opacity quite a bit, just low enough to where we can kind of draw over it. Now, I've never used artboards before, and I wanted to give it a try today. I was having trouble with my my tablet wasn't connecting. That was a bit annoying. We're probably gonna want a bigger line than this. Maybe like a 4, because we're gonna, well, maybe not a 4. Maybe like a 2, because we're going to once we're done sketching this, we're going to bring it into Illustrator and vectorize it. So it's going to be a kind of a long process, but I won't make you guys sit through the boring parts. But we really just want to capture what makes this image cool, like what makes this image recognizable. I think this squiggly line of a roof is pretty fun, definitely recognizable. One thing we're going to want to avoid is making it too busy. And like I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's make a color for this part. Okay, let's make a color, and I'll still try those things, but we need to keep in mind that when you're making a logo, like a simple one that can be mass produced, and for it to represent such a chill thing like an art gallery or an airport like this, we definitely want to keep things subtle and simple where we can. The gallery itself will give us the complexity that we want, but the logo should be something simple, kind of captivating, inviting, that can then be sort of a gateway to the real content that people are trying to get to. We'll rotate. I saw people really liking the gameplay video again, but not so much the writing one, and that's totally understandable. That was more of a gamble to begin with. If you guys like the writing content, I can do more, but it's looking like that one was one of the least enjoyable, less well received things. So I don't want to be making content you guys don't want to watch. While I enjoy the content like that, and I think it would be really cool to see more of it, I understand that we can't have innovation everywhere. We have to have some expectation. Actually, we're gonna do this in a different color. Some expectation that what's already in existence is what people want, and that's why it's already in existence. So we definitely want to keep track and keep ourselves in check. We want to be innovative. We want to try new things and branch out into new things. But in order to branch to new people, we really need to establish ourselves in the known first. I always give the example of Picasso, long before he was doing weird crap, was an amazing portrait artist. And people knew him as being an amazing portrait artist long before they knew him as someone that made weird stuff. He went to art school, he went through all the hoops required to be an artist before he started innovating. Not to compare myself to Picasso, just to the concept. Before we can make waves in a field that doesn't have any waves, we need to first establish waves in the norm. And then once people are here and enjoying us and trust our judgment, we can innovate from there. What is this? Where does this meet? Damn, I did not do a really good job at separating this tangent. I should have planned this a lot better. I mean, we're going to be able to salvage it because I'm brilliant, but I can't wait for my loved ones to hear me say that and be like, yeah, and make fun of me at Thanksgiving because that's this week. But that requires my loved ones to care, so I should be safe. If you think that's too dark, leave it in the comments. Give your opinion in a way that helps me out either way. So even if we disagree, I still get something out of it. Because really, what's the point of arguing if you're not going to get anything out of it? I usually, when I'm doing art like this, I usually have a song or two. Why is the smoothing even on? I hate the smoothing. I usually have a song or two that I play on repeat while I make art. I wonder how many of you do the same. If you have I would get work done to this song, share it with me. I'd be down to check it out. If it's something I like, maybe we'll talk about it. I'd love to kind of connect people like that. Now I know I'm not giving space to this. That's okay. We can add space when we vectorize it. This is mostly just for just visual understanding of space. Once we have the understanding of space down, we can adjust to fit the graphical needs of the card. But before we can really attack the card sizing, we need what's here, like actually here. And so like we're drawing this roof, we're drawing the different layers of the roof. And obviously my line work is atrocious right now, but that's because, like I said, this is just a experiment at this point. And we don't need this, like we don't need all the details, you know, we just need enough of the details to be recognizable. That's what really matters here. You want it to be recognizable, but interesting. Like we want to be like, hey, I know that place, but then like see it and go, wow, it's really kind of artistic. What's different? And that's a lot what logos and graphic design is all about. It's just that line between, oh, I know that place, and wow, this is really good looking. We might not even use these windows. You know, we might decide that we just want the outline occasionally. We don't want the whole thing, you know? But I think this is the end. So I think it actually, with it being so, like such a short area, this will actually look really good. And like I said, we'll be able to adjust spacing once we're in Illustrator. Okay, so that's kind of what we're dealing with so far. This piece right here, okay, you know, it's kind of what we have so far. We're gonna keep going. So let's move on to the next. We'll do pink for these, because why not? Actually, we might not even want to do that. Yeah, we might want to just do this line. We lost a lot in that stroke. Never do big strokes if you can help it. Do a bunch of little ones. I imagine that could easily be taken out of context, and that's just the risk I took by saying it. I might just cut it here, you know? Like what would happen if we just cropped it at that point? Can I not crop an artboard? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that could work. Well, what we'll do is we'll save it. We'll save it as 0.2, and then we will do the cropping and save it as 2A. And if we end up liking this, we can just continue on from 2A. That's a fun little trick that might help you when you're making decisions like this. Feel free to use it. We don't want this. And this might be too busy too. We might just want to capture the roof. I do want to consider though having the curb as part of it, because it kind of matches the curve of the roof, which could draw the eye to the far right, which was kind of the point. Not that I have anything in mind for the right. I just think it's cool to see the whole piece compositionally go to one point. Oh, seriously? Always check your layers, everyone. Never want to have to do twice the work. So once we're done recovering from this, you know what, from now on, let's lock our not in use. Like in the case of this, it's the background. And that way that doesn't happen again. We'll also do that with the background as well. Keep ourselves safe. Check your layers. We might make this a little extreme. We're probably going to want to match that angle. Yeah, we're going to want to match this angle with the angle on the bottom at the base where that pillar was, so that everything kind of meets up at the proper angles. Okay, let's give it a shot now. Maybe we'll connect it here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's continue. This now needs to be a lot clearer. I'm making thoughts. I'm having thoughts in my head about this, and I don't know. Because like, based on this image, this gets a little weird here. We still might want it though. So I'll draw it right now, but we might change it. I didn't realize that several of these could be so close, and that does make this a little crowded. I should have done this in a different color, whatever. We might even just connect them, like connect these pieces up here. We'll see. I just think these are very iconic. These arches look really cool. Yeah, this looks weird. Okay, then we'll go back to the columns. It's crazy to think we still have payphones here. I guess we are kind of small-ish town USA. Santa Maria, not so much anymore, but the the airport is closer to Orchid, and Orchid is definitely a small town. Yeah, I'm starting to think I'm not going to keep these, so I guess my brush got smaller. We might honestly not even keep, we might just like go that far, maybe pull it up, do it like that maybe. Let's do what we did before. This will still be, we'll do B, and then redo. Oh, I went too far back. Okay, so how can we now take this and turn it into something really usable here? I like up here. I think utilizing this space and then just kind of keeping this curve. Yeah, like I said, small strokes. We're all learning here, even me. The day you stop learning, the day you die. Not the correct angle. Try to keep a uniform space. Okay. And then likely end it here. We don't want too much spill at the top. Go in this direction. And this is going to give us a better idea of spacing, what we want. How's everyone doing? Are you guys having a great beginning of a Thanksgiving week? I know my parents, who are high school teachers, are enjoying the lovely silence of not having to do work. Now, if you know how that life is, you know that there's never a moment of no work. You just convince yourself that there is. There's always something you could be doing. Add in being a parent on top of that. You're never truly relaxing. You're just preparing physically, mentally for the inevitable work ahead. It's kind of cool. My friend Factor and I were talking about doing a co-op Kingdom Hearts 1 or Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. Sorry, I dropped my keyboard. Occupational hazard. And maybe streaming it. It'll have to wait until I am back home, simply because my parents' internet is terrible, and the fact that I've even been able to upload videos. That's how bad it is. Even the fact that I've been able to upload videos has been a gift from on high. But this is kind of what I like doing now, so I'm going to make it happen one way or another. If I have to go to a McDonald's and do this on my laptop, I'll do it. Now, we won't talk about the fact that I don't have my laptop, because that's Miss Fate, but, details. I'm not gonna. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring my 2 monitors and my beefy gaming computer to McDonald's and just set up right there in the dining room. That's usually closed because of COVID. That's just the man I am. Can you stop making my thing 1 instead of 2? Thanks. My tablet has a button to change the brush size, and I find it very useful a lot of the time, but right now not so much. Okay, so that's our these are all going to be separate colors. These will all be the same color, obviously, and then this one would be the lighter color. This will be a little more of a blue, honestly. We might just combine these. We'll just combine them together. So now we need to make a decision about these. Do we want to do... Alright, we're doing it again. Gonna do it as C. Do we want to just do this? We could do this. We'll space these out appropriately. We could do it like this, honestly. Yeah, let's give it a shot using this idea. We'll go from here. Kind of keeping things uniform. The colors that are together stay together. Whoops, that is not the kind of line quality we strive for in this establishment. Down this way. Okay, so let's take a look how that would look. Remove this, and then let's take this. We then select all of it, go to our new layer and paste in place, and then we can start filling this in. So let's pull up our colors here. So let's make that a little more vibrant. And on here, we ran into this issue. Oh, that's awkward. We didn't finish this. We ran into this issue with March. Okay, so those are our things. Actually, can we just get rid of this? Can we go smaller than 48? Thank you. We got blue, we got this. What does it look like here? Just a white? Yeah, we could make that work. And then how do we want to do... Those are the same color. This is just sort of how it turned out. I mean, it works. I think imposing this on top of the original image might do a lot of good. I think we made it too limited. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna take this layer, just the layer we've been doing stuff on. This is D, and we're going to open to put this over it. Can we paste in place? Okay, that's about where we did it. That looks kind of cool that we can put it over that. So really all I would need to do then is crop this. I like where it ended here. That wasn't the issue. I think I just needed to go further this way. So we need this to go further down. God, I must be drunk or something. My lines are not lining up today. But sometimes we just have days like that, you know. You don't line up. These lines don't have to be perfect. They just need to be good enough that we can see where we're going with it, you know. Okay, so this part though is going to be changed, because we've been doing this kind of thing. We'll kind of accentuate that a little bit, so that, or exaggerate, I guess is not accentuate, to give it a clearer spacing between the two levels. Do the nice curve of the curb, and as this curb gets closer to us, it gets bigger. We're gonna want to capture that. Great. Where's the hole? That's what he said. Ugh, there it is. There's our culprit. Boom. Will it be enough? You have an accomplice. He's right there. I don't like this gray. Let's do something livelier. Maybe this purple. That's kind of fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna send this to my dad and see how he likes it before vectorizing it. So that'll be our next step. All right, so I met with my father. He loves the design, but he thinks it's a little too busy, and we talked about that. We talked about the problem with this sort of thing being busyness, and we want it to be simple. And so we came up with a solution to have these go away, just the marking here, and have the text of the place be holding up the roof, you know? And so it'll still capture the squiggliness of the airport roof without having all this crazy busyness. We also really just couldn't think of a good place to put the name. Like we want the name of the place to be on it. The Valley, what is it? The Valley something. Valley Art Gallery of Santa Maria. So we wanted to get that as well. So we're gonna mess with that a little bit. Kind of like that to start. Oh, well, almost like this. Okay, not perfect, but it's good enough for what we're trying to do. Also, we should crop this down to here. So we're gonna want to set up the text in a way that we can kind of mess with it. So Valley Art Gallery, just Valley. I shouldn't say that in a recorded video. Valley Art Gallery. Okay, let's take a look. Move this right about here. We'll start it like this. We'll make this guy bigger, probably like a 120, right? Oh, more than that. All right. It's gonna have to be a lot bigger, like 600 maybe? Definitely not 600. Too big, too big. Abort, abort. This is probably gonna be, how much was this? This was 3, so this is probably gonna be 260. Okay, these are too big. We're gonna end up rasterizing this anyway, so maybe this is just not necessary, but this is just me messing around at this point. What was this? This was 175, so 150. This all needs to go down by like 25 points, maybe even 30. Whoa, what can we do here? I'll just freehand it, honestly. Yeah, this looks like it could work. That's too close. I should be a graffiti artist with the way I can make these. You guys see anything like this on a wall down in LA or something, you can say it was me. It won't be me, but you can pretend that it is. Okay, so that's sort of the next evolution of what we're doing. And I'm gonna go show this to our client, aka my father, and see how much he likes this one. All right, so we have to scrap it. I talked to the boss. He doesn't like the way this is laid out. And so his idea, his current input, so he wants to do Valley kind of like this. Art, I don't know exactly what they want, and that's just something you have to deal with. You have to compromise. You have to figure out client wants and what works. You know, we obviously don't have perfect, you know, we don't have a magic formula for this. So we'll try it like this, something like that. And I'm thinking, honestly, I kind of want like an airplane in here, because it is at the airport, right? See if we can do something like this. Hey. All right, so I'll go show this to them and see if they feel any better. All right, guys, you're not gonna believe it. They actually really liked the idea of the plane, and so we're gonna go find a nice little thing of a plane to put here. All right, so I found this bad boy. We're gonna do a little sneaky on him and put him up in this bitch. we need to rotate him horizontally. Actually, so this is just because I know the area. The airplanes are going to go in the opposite direction, so maybe we should have it be the other way. I like that. Okay, so we'll put that below here. We'll lower its opacity a little so that we can get in here and actually draw the damn thing. All right, let's get going on this. And I've actually had experience drawing minimalist planes before because of my capstone in college. We actually had to work with planes for a travel program for our school. It was for like an exchange, like Italian exchange student program, and we got to edit these really cool videos together of some dudes at the school there, and we were able to like really make these cool videos, like instructional, or not instructional, more like getting people wanting to go to the school even in COVID. It was kind of weird because it was in Florence, and I'm gonna name drop a little. I've actually been to Florence multiple times, and there's one thing that I know about Florence, and it's that it is busy. It is packed. And these videos that we ended up getting from the school there were really disturbing because the streets were empty. Like it was bizarre, you know? I was like, whoa, there's no one on these streets. There were a couple. I mean, like, you know, obviously people aren't like completely homebound at that point, but like it was not the Florence I went to when I was younger. Probably keep this sort of thing going, like where there's space. I might not. I might just have the colors touch, but in my experience, people really like having the separation in the middle. It kind of gives this feeling of everything's on the same level. I don't like that, but everyone I've ever done it for is like, dude, that's like the best. And you can quote me on that. That's what they say. It's 100% what they say. There's no denying it. On a different note, if anyone has any advice, I'm trying to get my green screen set up so that I can be like, I don't know, in these videos. I think that'd be kind of cool. Right now, seeing my stance, my power stance as I draw, which is really just me hunched over because my keyboard's far away, but I need it to rotate things. But I'd love to be able to, like, you know, be part of the production, not just my voice. But that takes work. And a lot of lighting, I guess, is what I'm missing, because when I go to set it up, like I have a green screen, I have a webcam. My webcam's not like the best, but it does the job. Like it's 720, I think, which is not the worst. It's not, you know, it's not 4K. I'm not doing an OnlyFans here. Maybe I should. Maybe that's where the money is. People still use OnlyFans. Keep sneezing today. I think this room has a ton of dust. I am going to be up late doing this video. I can already tell. At the time of this recording, it's already like 5:40. And at this point, I haven't done any editing. So we'll see how late I have to stay up to get this done. And screw it. Yeah, we don't need these jets, the engines showing. We can just, it's too much detail, you know? All these lines are just extra. I don't need these. I like going extra when I can, but I really don't want to lose the intention here. You know, we're not really here to be super realistic. We're here to just get the point across, you know? Honestly, this can just go like that. Kind of like that. I think that reads well. It's not perfect, but it does the job. All right. Let's get this to the production team and see if they like it. Okay, cool. So they like this design. The next step is to go into Illustrator and vectorize it. Hey guys, like I said, I wanted to do the vectoring thing, and I have footage of the vectoring thing, but we're gonna get to that in a different video, maybe on Thursday or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, I will post the completed when it is completed, so that you guys that are watching and waiting and wanting to know so desperately how it turns out will be able to see it before. And obviously you can only see that if you're part of the communities of like Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook. I've got a Discord. You know, just you gotta be in the loop. You gotta be part of the group. Gotta be part of the Soren Says community. I wanted to start streaming, and my internet here literally gave out 5 times yesterday, and so I'm kind of hesitant to trying, but if not, I'll put a link to my Twitch as well to see if we can get some fun games going. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe, because honestly, it's helping my channel grow, and you guys have been so supportive. I hope it continues. Enjoy the rest of your week and your Thanksgiving, and I'll see you on the next episode of Soren Says.